Alright, welcome back to Hollow Knight. Today is part 5, and if you thought we were done yesterday because we saw an ending, we are nowhere near done. Hi, my name is PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your stay. So yesterday, we finished off the Dreamers, and we came and got an ending. But like I said, even though now we can see our completion percentage and we're at 82%, we are no longer, we are nowhere near close to the end of our playthrough. Even whenever we hit 112, we will not be close to our the end of our playthrough. We will get 112 either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But still, this is part 5 in our video series. It'll probably be about 10 videos because this isn't just 112% walkthrough. This is 112% plus. I'm showing you every secret, every hidden thing, every hidden interaction, everything in this amazing game that they don't care if you ever see. That's how cool this game is. That's how amazing Team Cherry is in developing this game. Remember, keep breaking that. Like, for one, remember I said there's like a super, super, super rare encounter that you can get right here. We haven't seen him yet. We might have to grind for that one. We'll see. All right, I already showed you Zote and what his fight looks like. Eventually, we'll have to beat him 10 times to see the rest of his deal. But for now, we need to go get our final nail upgrade. We got all of our pale ore last time. In the Coliseum of the Fools. If you want some tips on how to beat Coliseum 1, 2, or 3, you can find that in episode 4. But for now, let's go to King's Station. The one-take intro like a pro, that's right. Everything's one take. Okay, so we're going to go back to our exploration build. So that looks like this for right now. We still have... I believe 1 or 2 charm notches left. It might just be 1 that we get through one of the DLCs. I think it is only 1. That will be with everyone's favorite vampire-looking dude, the Grim stuff. It's Nightmare King Grim, Grim Troop, blah, 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 all that. All right, so we're going to go back over to the Nailsmith. And then there is a fun little interaction you can do with him, or at least you have an interesting choice with the Nailsmith. I'll show you.
I like ice cream. Ice cream, you cream, everybody's cream.
That's such a weird thing. And while we're walking this way, let's go ahead and turn in some relics to Lem, because I know we have a few. Then I think we're going to go to Royal Waterways because there's a mask shard that we still need to go get in there. I know, I love that quote. It's so goofy, but I love it. Oh, we have Rayawil to thank for showing us that. Are you also going to play Ori? I don't plan on it. I enjoyed Ori and the Blind Forest. I played it once. I enjoyed it. It was really good. Oh, let's read Arcane Egg, what it says on this. We get 1,200 for these. Remember, this is the rarest of the relics that we can get. I think there's only 4 in the game, if I remember correctly. This was our first one. An Arcane Egg, eh? Now this is an ancient thing. These relics are the prize of my possession, or of my profession. There's knowledge hidden within, though it's very difficult, painstaking work to extract. One large understanding can be gleaned, though. This civilization may claim itself the first, but something else did exist within this place before Hallownest. Each egg offers a narrow glimpse into that forgotten age. We're going to go visit that, as close as we can get to that area today, along with some other things. All right, so it looks like I just never went left in here, like top left. So we'll do that today. We still... Wait, I didn't even go get my nail upgrade. Let's do that first, and then we'll go to Royal Waterways. Sorry. Sorry. The Thumerians? No. was gonna say, why weren't those guys dying in one hit? Pretty sure they should. All right, remember, once you have Crystal Heart and this, just jump up here by this rock. Crystal Heart all the way over, and voila. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore, a rare fine metal that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. So this cost 4,003 pale ore. And this is our final nail upgrade. As you wish, I'll get to work then. And now our, what was it, coiled nail or channeled nail has been upgraded to the pure nail. It's done. The reforging is done. Your nail is much stronger than it used to be, as strong as it could ever be. In only your weapon have I seen such potential. Finally, I behold the majesty of a pure nail. To think this moment has come upon me so soon. I must step outside a moment. Thank y'all for the lurks. Okay, so now the nailsmith's home is empty. It says, with a pure nail forged, my work in this lifetime comes to an end. My only remaining desire is to see and feel the nail strike true. I beg you, cut me down. As my final moment in life, I want to taste the blade's exquisite edge. After all this time, all this toil, haven't I earned it? So we have a choice now. Each of these choices will lead to an achievement based on what platform you're playing on. So you can't get a perfect platinum in one playthrough on this game, unfortunately. This is one of the reasons why. You can either strike the nailsmith down, and it doesn't actually matter if you use your nail, even though he asks specifically to be struck down with the nail. You can also kill him with a soul attack, with any of your spells or the nail or whatever. But you don't have to. If you let him live, he will find another purpose in life. We will let him live so I can show you that. If you want to strike him down in your playthrough, feel free. It won't change anything except you won't see the other stuff, but I'm going to show you the other stuff anyway, so we're going to let him live. But now our nail, without the unbreakable strength or fragile strength charm, just by itself, it does 21 damage. With unbreakable strength or fragile strength, we do whatever 21 times 1.5 is. Can't do math today. We do like 35-ish damage. So now we one-shot those guys. And actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, for now, we'll just go do this. That's fine. I was going to say, we could go... Yeah, see, now they're one-shot. I was going to say we could go past the, or down below the nailsmith, to the junk pit area, because remember we opened up that little passageway. This is where we would have found Cornifer had we actually gone left. I hear a rancid egg. Where did you get the 3 pale thingies from? The pale ore? Our final 3 pale ore were, let's see, 1 was from Coliseum 2. 1 was from, oh boy. I'm trying to remember what order I did things. Oh man, I can't remember now. Trial 2. I'm blanking on it. See that rancid egg? It seems like I got that one yesterday, but the other 2, I think, in the previous episode. Oh, oops, I didn't see that. Here's the geo. We can hear that mask shard. Oh, he just went through the floor. That was weird. We're close to the mask shard, but I don't remember exactly where it is. So I haven't done Coliseum 2, so I need that one for sure. I can look back 2 episodes. Yeah. Have you done the one... bonk. Have you done the one at the top of Crystal Peak? Which we need to go back to Crystal Peak today, by the way, too, to get another mask shard. That one that I showed you how to kind of cheese your way up there. Okay. And then this, okay, goes into this room, which I think this is a gauntlet. Yeah, that's why we hear that music. And up here, I think. Yeah, this is where Cornifer was, where you probably should have found him before. You've been to the top of Crystal Peak. Okay, nice. Good job. That's not easy. Hey, what's up, Clip? How are you? It's good to see you. All right, now this door has also opened, and we can make our way into the fungal wastes. All the way down here by where we rescued Bretta. Wait, I think this is where we rescued Bretta. Yeah. Yep, Bretta was right here. And down there's where we got Dashmaster. Clipper, how you doing? How you feeling? How did Final Fantasy VII end up going yesterday? I was able to watch a little bit, but not much. Okay. Now, where do we want to go next? I just said a minute ago, I said somewhere that we need to go. Oh, back to... back to Crystal Peak. So, we just got 1 mask shard. There are only 3 left in the game. We can go collect all of them today. Doing good. Awesome. Had a long day yesterday, kind of feeling it today. Oh. Welcome back, Coco. Okay, let's see. Go. What? I don't know if I've hit my hunter's journal on these or not. Let's kill a few more as we go. Although these guys, I'm pretty sure I have not, because there's not a lot of them, and I don't, go out of my way to find these guys. I think there's one down here. They're different species, but just similar in that they both explode. Nope. Should have gone down to the left. Here we go. It's Cornelius? What? Okay. Over and up. Good. Remember we found Mr. Mushroom down there. Oh yeah, can I do a quick flick through your charm combo at some point this stream? And 9 masks are the max without using any other charms, like Unbreakable Heart or any of the Lifeblood ones or something. The normal max that you can have is 9. Right now, my exploration build for charms is Steady Body, Fragile Strength, Grub Song, Quick Slash, Wayward Compass, and Gathering Swarm. This is not my fighting build. I'll show you that whenever I get the last charm notch and have all of the charms, because right now we don't. Okay. So we're going to take this thing to go to Crystal Peaks. So closest one is going to be Forgotten Crossroads. Augers. So even with max nail and unbreakable and strength, we still two-shot those guys. All right, we're gonna go through the dark hallway to get over to Crystal Peak. Remember, we opened that door a long time ago. I think I have all the charms, just not sure if I have all the slots open. Ah, okay, you may not. Oh, these guys you can't nail from behind, but you can use your soul. Okay, and we'll go up. We're gonna go have a rematch with a boss that we fought before. There we go, there's a journal entry done. Okay, so let's go. Wait, no, don't want to go that way. Dang it. Oh, I'm out of soul. I was trying to Howling Wraiths them. Or, yeah. I always forget the name of those. What's up, Hunman? Alright, here's the bench. This is where we fought Crystal Guardian, if you'll recall. But now that we have double jump, we can go up here. And we can have a nice little rematch, because he is upset about his loss. Now, he still does not have very much health. You can abuse your iframes with D-Dark, but all of the lasers now do double damage. So be careful, but take him out quick and you'll be fine. And we get a mask shard for our troubles. Outside of that, there's nothing else to see or do up here. Hi, Hunman. And I believe we are now completely done with Crystal Peak. So, now that we have done that, updated our map, we're going to leave Crystal Peak. Just go down and then to the left. I'll be able to zoom out of here. Whew, that was a little high. But it worked. So here, you could just go all the way to the left. We're above Dirtmouth right now. And if you go up here, look where we are. We're back at the beginning of the game. But although there is stuff we can see on the map over that way, we cannot explore fully from this direction. So, let's go back. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to do next? What is this charm? Some of these we can't get till... Let's go progress the story. Let's do that. We're gonna go to the hidden station. part of me wants to go... Actually, no. We're going to do one more main thing before we do story stuff. We're going to go up the top left of the map now. So you can see up and to the right from where we are, kind of up where we first saw Zote that first time. We're going to go up that direction. So we're back in Green Path. And we're going to go explore a new area. Get a couple more charms and things. But we'll fight another Dream Warrior boss. So here's where we found Zote the first time and saved him. Where the game froze because I killed the boss too fast before he could finish spawning, remember? That was pretty funny. I'd never seen that happen. De peturo nameno manta dublem. Dis monambala babos. Dis babos bera aklaba bupis. Thank you for that, Yoddles. That was beautiful. Okay. So this area is called the Howling Wraiths. Or Howling... Is that it? Howling Cliffs. Sorry. Look at that. A measly 1 charm. It's garbage. But if we jump down here, we see some of these guys. And with Shade Soul, they only take 2 of those. Now they're dead. Those are Balders. And here we get a charm called Baldur's Shell. Baldur's Shell, I believe it costs 1 charm notch? Or is it 2? It's 2. But it creates a little shell around you while you're healing. And so if you get hit while you have the shell activated, you will not take damage. But it breaks after like 4 or 5 hits. So it can be very handy. It's often used in some of the really, really difficult modded bosses of the game, where like damage is inevitable. But you can use and abuse Baldur's Shell to survive. What is down here? That's just back to that room. Okay. So now we'll come over here and we'll exit this little area into the main part of this. Is there a gate nearby? A Baldur's Gate? Only a Baldur's Gate 3, I believe. This is Howling Cliffs proper. And over here we get a King's Idol. We see we're kind of on the edge of the wilderness. No king, no mind, release. And if we try to go too far to the left, we're eventually just kind of stopped and pushed back. But those big bugs outside the Kingdom's Edge, or I shouldn't say Kingdom's Edge because there's an area called Kingdom's Edge, but they are just kind of chilling over there. All right, here's another Whispering Root. And in this area, we will be able to begin one of the DLC side quests, the Grim stuff. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. These blasted plains stretch never-ending. There is no world beyond. Those foolish enough to traverse this void must pay the toll and relinquish the precious mind this kingdom grants. And essentially what that means is that the kingdom of Hallownest itself, I don't understand exactly how, but somehow the kingdom itself grants normal bugs mind. So it like their base instincts of being just a bug are kind of replaced with an actual will and mind and thought and whatever. Personality. But beyond the edges of the kingdom, you lose that. There's Cornifer, another thing to the side. We'll go through all those, but first we got to get all those Whispering Root essence particle thingies. Oops, totally missed my jump. Couldn't make the jump, or couldn't wall jump off that. Is that it? Nope. What? Hold on, let me see if it was over here more. No? Oh, there we go. That's probably the last one. Yep, that was it. Okay, so let's go all the way back down. See what it said. Wasteland. Bugs reduced. All right, now we're going to go through some of those little caverns. Over on the right, there's like 3 of them. Let's see, this one. Nothing there, but keep going. And you'll find this big weird red bug. Who says, hey, you guys. You hit him, and then a bunch of red particles come out. It says, the corpse of a large bug. And after we have dream nailed him, if you walk back, you can already see a light glowing. And this thing is here. Hit it a few times. And you will ignite these lanterns. And you hear a strange accordion. What's up, Drake? Good afternoon. God bless you. How you doing? And that basically means that you have begun the the Grim Troop stuff. So back in Dirtmouth, there will be some new friends waiting for us. But that's it so far. You have 10 notches, 8 masks, holding 2 pale ore with coiled nail. Okay, so you are pretty close. You have 1 more notch, 1 more mask, and 1 more pale ore to find. Okay, let's look around. Oh yeah, this is going to lead us to a charm. One that I thought was in Kingdom's Edge yesterday, and I was trying to get. And I was like, I thought it was here. Ta-da. Just let him jump to his death, because he's an idiot. Oops. How fares your day? It fares well. Very well. We've had a great stream so far, had a great morning. And then we just got a raid. Tony Snark, the Snark Fart Raid. And Samus, what's up? Good to see you. Tony Snark, thank you so much for bringing over your awesome community. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were y'all up to today? What were you doing? What were you playing? What were you talking about? And thank you so much for bringing over your awesome community. If y'all are just coming in with Tony and I have not got to meet you yet, hi, my name is PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world, because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your stay. We are doing a 112% plus guided walkthrough where I'm showing not only how to get 112% in Hollow Knight, but also every secret, every hidden thing, every hidden interaction, every single possible thing there is in this masterpiece of a game that is one of my favorites of all time. And we're doing this guide for YouTube. Queen Albatross, Redfire, good to see you. Welcome in, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Yeah, so you'll get your last Pale Ore in Coliseum 2, which you can see kind of how I played through that yesterday for any helpful tips and whatever. The secret formula, that's right. For everyone who has wanted to play this game but got lost or it was too hard or whatever, I'm giving tips and tricks and things through the whole thing to try and help. Because my kids, for one, they're trying to get into it, but they're getting stuck, and so I was like, I'll make a guide for you. So, but a lot of people in the community too who are doing it because of Silksong and all that. Was trying to play WoW, but the servers went down. Oh, I moved over to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Got raided right as I was about to leave. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for bringing everyone over. I really appreciate that. Welcome in, y'all. This is Joni, and she gives you a charm called Joni's Blessing. Now, Joni and Lifeblood itself in the world of Hollow Knight and Hallownest specifically was regarded as heresy. We learn more about it in Silksong, but Joni's Blessing gives you a very unique effect. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let's see what she has to say. I see you bear my blessing. I can't remember giving it, but my memory has been a little lacking of late. Isn't it just so peaceful here? Such a perfect place to rest. That's all she says. All right, well, enjoy your eternal sleep inside the dream now. Love what they did with the lore for this in Silksong. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. And if you want to learn more about that, I've done a guided walkthrough for Silksong as well. It's over on YouTube. Go check it out. But that charm, it replaces all of your masks with Lifeblood. And I think it might give you additional ones. Let's see what it says. I don't remember exactly. I never use it. Blessed by Joni, the kindly heretic, transfigures vital fluids into blue lifeblood. The bearer will have a healthier shell and can take more damage, but they will not be able to heal themselves by focusing soul. And it costs, what was that, 4? Yeah, 4 notches. It's wild. We will have to use it for one, to get another charm, something down in the abyss. I'll show you that too. Oh, I just spoiled an area. Sorry, didn't mean to. Wasn't thinking. But now we just need to crawl back out of this area. Kill all the little things. Just beat Nightmare King Grim Radiant. Nice. Good job, Avia. Well done. Yeah, that's another thing. That's one of the reasons I was saying this guided walkthrough, since I'm going to show y'all everything, it's going to take a lot more than just what you think, because some of the things are hidden behind getting Radiant, or beating every boss in the game on Radiant difficulty, and that will take some time. I've done it before, but it's going to take time, specifically because of 2. If you know, you know, but Markoth and Abzrad, shudders. Those 2 took longer than all the other bosses on Radiant combined. All right, so let's see. Here's a soul totem. Yeah, it's a good one for overcharming. Yeah, it's true. All right, so we see a big nail right here. I don't know if this guy is Dream Nail, though. Strong. And that points us to, if you remember, the last of the nail masters that we met, Otto. His Dream Nail dialogue said, Mato, do you still hate me? You still upset with me? Whatever. Why are you up there at the top of the world hiding, or something like that? Well, this is Mato, the final of our 3 nail masters. I feel like you subconsciously play better on Radiant difficulty. Yeah, because I cannot get hit. I have to be on top of my game. And hey, I'm playing Overcharmed, because why wouldn't you overcharm when you're doing Radiance? And so you're like, I got this extra little advantage. You play good. Yeah, you don't heal. Yeah, exactly. So you can just use your soul for spells. It's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Drake. It's wild. It's wild. I'll show you all that whenever we get there, but we still have a ways before we get to that. Well met. Yes, I thought I could sense the aura of a fierce warrior approaching. I'm impressed you found my sanctuary here at the top of the world. No doubt you've endured many trials and overcome many foes in your quest to find me. No, don't speak a word. I, Nailmaster Mato, who was taught the art of the nail by the great nail sage himself, hereby accept you as my pupil. Let us begin the lesson immediately. Yes. And bada bing, bada boom, we get our final of the nail arts. This is the Cyclone Slash. So similar to Dash Slash and Great Slash, we hold X till it builds up, and then we hold either up or down to do a Cyclone attack that hits multiple times. I don't remember the exact damage numbers for each tick. If you hit, I think it's all 4. Your form, exquisite. Now I know how my own master felt when he passed down his teachings to us. I hope you don't think me too forward when I say that I consider you to be my child. Yes, that is a bit forward. Yes, when I saw you perform my nail art, I felt a bond between us suddenly flash into existence. You honor me beyond words, my pupil. Thank you. And you must always bow. Let's see what he has to say in his mind. My brother Shio, how fare you in that green kingdom of thorns you call home? I think of you every time I raise my nail. So in case, depending on which one you found first or whatever... Oh, my camera froze again. Depending on which one you find first, that will, tell you... you'll always have a hint for the next one. Hold on, let me reset my camera. It's overheating or something today, because it's kind of warm in here. We've had the heater on or whatever. 1 sec. Okay, so my camera's going to be off for just for a little bit while I let it cool off, but that's okay. I'm still here. We're still going. We're still talking. Do you ever close your eyes and remember the time we spent together with Oro and our master? I like to think you do. You honor me beyond words, my pupil. Thank you. All right, and then there's nothing else to do in here, but here's what it looks like. So you do that. It has its applications. It's one I don't use often. I often use it at the beginning of a certain boss, but that's it. I'll show you that whenever we get there. We have not gotten to that boss. But this is our third to last of the Dream Warriors. This is Gorb. I am Gorb. Bow, 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 bow to Gorb. The great mind, I am Gorb. Ascend, 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 ascend with Gorb. That's about all we get. And this is Gorb, the great mind. Everybody loves Gorb. Get back here, Gorb. Oh, and Gorb is dead. I am Gorb, the great mind, the pain. Ascend, ascend. I am... You are dead. Gorb is a silly one. All right. Now then. Let us continue on. That's Nailmaster Mato. And you see these little lampposts and things? You may remember them from a certain spot. Also, you may notice a certain spot up here. Place that we are. The very beginning of the game, remember, there was a cutscene and we saw a lamppost before we jumped? Well, whenever we jump, we'll end up down where we were before. Whee! This is King's Pass, where we started the game. We're back. All the way back here. So now we'll just climb out how we did before. move properly. And back into Dirtmouth. Oh. It's close. I try to always aim for the bench. Okay, so you can see some weird signs that are here now. And Elderbug is over here and he looks a little concerned. Ah, look there. Something strange and sinister has suddenly appeared. Ugh, it fills me with dread. I think it best I try to ignore it. And these bugs look a lot like Willow that we met before, who was eating that bug or those mushrooms or whatever. A new land, different from the last. How many more will we see? The roads between are dark and long, but the Master's light will always guide us. If we go inside, we'll find the source of that accordion, which is a maggot that is being squished by this guy. Brum. You called us? Speak to Master. Okay. And this is Grim, everybody's favorite vampire bat bug guy. So, it was you who called us. Well met, my friend, well met. I am Grim, master of this troop. The lantern has been lit and your summons heeded. A fine stage you choose, this kingdom fallowed by worm and root, perfect earth upon which our ritual shall take place. And you, my friend, your own part is far from over. As the lantern flared, your role was cast, our compact written in scarlet fire. Eager we are to see you commence, but first, some illumination is required. Dracula as a bug? Bugula? We got the Grim Child charm. Across these lands, my kin now spread, harvesting that essence peculiar to my breed, the flame and dream. Seek my kin, claim their flame, and return it to me. Together, marvels shall be achieved. But don't fret, small one. For this task you won't travel alone. My child shall guide you to the flame and gather within itself that burning essence. Like you, the child plays key role in this task. Only with it by your side will the flame and my kin reveal themselves to you. All right, so translation, and we can't go to the right yet, but translation, we got a charm for a little bug, and we have to go find 3 flames, bring it back, then go find 3 more flames, bring it back, then we'll fight Grim, then we go find 3 more flames, and then we can go fight the famous Nightmare King Grim. Okay, there's also a hidden area in here. I think we can access it now, but it's, I believe, 1, 2, 3. I think it's right above Brum. Is it not? No? Actually, maybe we can't access it right now. No, I guess it's something we do later. But I'll show you that later. In this room, there is a large, weird, gross bug called Divine, who is the same kind of species as Leg Eater. You can kind of tell the top half of her looks like Leg Eater. The bottom half definitely does not. Ah, did you call us? You called us and we came. You don't look scared. Why did you call us? Ah, it doesn't matter. Don't tell me. Katie Bug. Katie Bug, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were y'all up to today? What were you doing? What were you playing? What were you talking about? Sorry, my camera's not on right now. It overheated, although let me see if it's back to normal. Hey, what's up, Will? Oh, it was sad. Uh-oh. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, boy. Yep, there's some sad stuff in that story. So that's not surprising. Well, thank you for bringing over your awesome community. Here, let me see if I can get my camera to work again and I can greet y'all. Yes, there we go. Hi. Welcome in. If y'all are just coming in with Katie, well, 1, if you're not following her, go drop her a follow. And 2, if you're just coming in with Katie and I haven't got to meet you yet, Hi, my name is PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world, because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your stay. We are doing a full 112% plus guided walkthrough of Hollow Knight, one of my favorite games of all time. I call it 112 plus because I'm not just showing you how to get full 112% completion, but I'm showing you every single possible thing there is in the game, every secret, every hidden area, everything, every secret interaction, everything that's so well hidden that no one would ever even think to look in certain places. I'm showing it all to you. So, that's what we're up to. Yeah, it's really, really fun. We came and I can smell something deep below us. I want it. Ah, that charm, beautiful, most precious thing. Little lovely, will you let me see it? Have to show it to me. Give fragile strength charm. Now, I'm not going to do these things yet, but this NPC is what I was referring to earlier as to how you can make the fragile charms unbreakable. Because remember, the fragile ones, if you die, they break, and then you can't use them anymore unless you go get them repaired by Leg Seeker, or by, Leg Eater. But each one of these charms cost like 12 or 15,000 geo each. So it's an insane geo farm that you have to do. So I do that at the very, 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 very end. Why? Little lovely, don't do nasty things. Don't be cruel. Show it to me. That beautiful thing was made for me. I can smell it. I'll show it to you later, but not yet. All right, thank you so much, Katie. Enjoy your dinner, and I'll see you later. Okay, now that we have gone all the way through... Oh, no. Now we need to go see Sly. And look, Sly is not here. But it seems there's a light coming from the floor. We can descend down here to find him. And this can only happen after you have found all three of the nail sages, or nail masters, Oro, Mato, and Sheo. So, another would join our group. I have a gift for you, warrior. As a shopkeeper, I admit parting with it for free is rather difficult. But as the great nail sage, I must recognize your skill. You have mastered the arts of my remaining pupils. Now tradition decrees you too may hold the symbol. Wear it proudly, Nail Master. You shall be the last to receive its like. This is Nail Master's glory, and a personal favorite charm of mine. I use it often. And we must bow. These refined weapons, the battles of Geo, are much deadlier. Really, really cool little room and area and thing. We can see the shrine with this giant nail. But Sly was the nail sage that they were referring to, having trained each of them. Off you go, Nail Master. I have nothing more to give you. Nothing for free, at least. I'll be up briefly and eager to take your geo and trade for my precious wares. Although, we have already taken or bought everything from him, so he has nothing left to sell us. But I believe that's the only time we can actually go down into that room. There are some rooms in this game that you can only enter once. That's one of them. Okay, now we'll go do story stuff. So in order to do that, we are going to go to the hidden station down in the ancient basin. And yeah, we're gonna do this first. So this is an area we didn't go to before, just because we couldn't really do anything there before. But if you go down here, if you came here earlier, you would find a dead end. This wall would be a dead end. But you may notice that that symbol on the left, right by my head, looks like something we got yesterday after we beat Hornet the second time. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Except for me, I'ma enter it. because we have the King's brand, we can enter this place. And we're going to go down, 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 down. You'll start to hear this droning sound. This is the abyss. And as you can see all around us, things I'm stepping on, there's a lot of skulls that look a lot like ours. And I haven't died any in this run to show you, but that is a shade, and that's what you drop when you die. So all these little shades are coming up to attack us. Yeah, 4 kings. Do I have the Ring of Artorias? Oop, I was not holding up, but okay. Now, if you go all the way over to the left, we'll be able to get our an upgrade for our Up B spell, Howling Wraiths, right here. The clue, kind of, is if you look behind you, it looks like the Howling Wraith spell. That right there. Well, I thought it would show a better picture, but it looks like that. So if you do Up B standing right here, then this happens. And Howling Wraiths becomes Abyss Shriek. Abyss Shriek is the most powerful spell in the game. So it goes Shade Soul, then Descending Dark, then Abyss Shriek. Abyss Shriek can hit a total of 4 times. If you get all 4 hits, which isn't too hard to do, you do a lot of damage. Super Doug Trio, yeah. It's a Mega Evolution. It's the regional variant in Hallownest. But yeah, Abyss Shriek is a very important skill. 1, the hitbox is much larger than Howling Wraiths, but 2, it does a lot more damage. So now we are going to go over to the right. So in this main area, there's not anything really to do yet. And we'll see these pits of black goo that wave all over the place and try to hit us. And that's just not very friendly. Right here, we'll see a really tall spire building. Oops. Totally missed my pogo. We also do want to get our journal entry for these guys. Just kind of kill them as you go. Keep climbing. They might do double damage. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And here at the top, we see some little things of soul. We see a big container, a lever, and a dead bug over here with black goop coming out of its eyes. Turn it off? Cannot. My king, I'm sorry. The sea calls. Well, that bug literally had one job. And that job was, do not pull this lever. Do not turn off this giant light. Because this giant light will will keep the void, which is the black goop, keep the void at bay, so it will not swing and try to attack. But, as we just read, the sea calls. It has its own, mind and will. And it was calling out to that bug, saying, turn off the light. And finally it did. But over here, now that this light is on, we can go through the void without it hurting us and attacking us. So now we're going to go all the way over to the right and get an upgrade I have desperately wanted the entire game. One that y'all have heard me refer to many times. Oh, I don't have that, and so I keep getting hurt because I'm so used to having it. If you go up here and to the left... Oh, we can't do that yet. Hold on. We'll come back to that. For right now, let's keep going over. But we saw one of those black, weird-looking things. And right here, we see this enormous bug holding a bowl of overflowing void. If we jump in it... Yeah, it's the Chozo statue. We will absorb the void. Absorbed the shade cloak. So now we dash, but cloaked in shadow. Use the cloak to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. Now if we try to read this thing's mind, it says void power without unity. If you come down here without an awoken dream nail, you will not be able to read this thing's mind. It will have a seal over it. But with the awoken dream nail, it says void power without unity. And now, oh, I should have shown you. Now, our dash, we turn black and we don't take damage. Here is our second arcane egg. And then you see after like a second or something, little black particles go back into us. But look, now we can dash through that. So dash 1, 2, 3. If you're dashing at max speed without the Dash Master Charm, you will be able to do 1 Shade Cloak dash and then 2 normal dashes before Shade Cloak reactivates. So you can't just spam dash and be invincible forever. That would be awesome, but... All right here, we can get a journal entry for the Abyss. For the Void, basically. An imprint of Abyss given 4. Right here we see some kind of little desk thing. But we can see that in our journal. Go all the way to the bottom. Right here. Void tendrils. Fragments of void taking the shape of sharp, thrashing tendrils. The bugs of Hallownest sometimes wondered whether there were other, older, stranger kingdoms deep below them. What strange fancies they had. That's probably why they were always so distracted and easy to kill. The sibling, we have to kill 5 more. It says fragment of a lingering will. And then the shade is an echo of a previous life. Defeat it to retake its power and become whole. Each of us leaves an imprint of something when we die. A stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives. And to the right, there's nothing. So we will go back where we came from.
Look out! Look out!
Rhea Will must be back.
Help me!
Yep.
Somebody help me!
Hey, Rhea Will. And let's, I guess, kill 5 more of our siblings real quick. That sentence out of context is not a good thing. Well, I don't know if they're going to respawn. Or if they will spawn. They might not spawn while the light is on, actually. Let's go back to the previous room. Wow, that was close. I almost fell in. In this room, they should spawn. Or, not this room, but the big room. This one. 1. Two. Come on. 3. 4. Uno más. And 5. Okay. You can see a lot of these skulls that have fallen. we're about to get to go do something really fun in the game. At least, I think it's fun. A lot of people cry about it online, but I think it's really fun. Over here, we cannot activate this yet. We need that charm I was talking about earlier, Joni's Blessing, and a couple other things, but we have to have a certain amount of lifeblood charms in order to open that door. We do not have that at the moment, so the door will not open. But we'll do it eventually, and I'll show you. And look, there's Hornet. Ghost, I see you face the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Though our strength is born of similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny, then, that such darkness gives me hope. Within it, I see the chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our world's stasis, or face the heart of its infection. So we've done that already. Yesterday, remember, we prolonged the world's stasis. We took the place of the Hollow Knight whenever we got the first ending. It faced the void and ascends unscathed. Could it unite such vast darkness? I'd urge you to take that harder path, but what end may come, the decision rests with you. All right, so now we're going to leave. And we're going to go to one of my favorite places in the whole game. A notorious place called the White Palace. Now you notice this is the palace grounds, and we see this cool looking front door thing, but no palace. And this guy that we could not access before, well, now we have an awoken dream now, and we can. By entering his dream, we get to visit the White Palace, which is a place I love. And has a certain challenge in it that you may see all over YouTube. I'll show you that later too. So there's a little guard guy keeping watch, but he's terrible at his job. One of the best tracks in the whole game plays in here. This is the White Palace. Had to take a nap after that. After the challenge that I'm referring to. Yeah, if you know, you know. Well, I will show you how to overcome the challenge. Everyone who's watching. All right, so our main goal in here is we need to open a few locks to progress. There are some super secret areas in this White Palace. I'll show you all of them. But this area is notoriously difficult because its platforming is really tough. Those guys, they do double damage, but they ain't that scary. All right, so there's one lock. I don't think there's anything off this direction. Nope. Oh, I love this song. It's so good. So if you watched my Silk Song playthrough, whenever we got to a part, try not to spoil that, but a part where we saw kind of reference to this White Palace, and we saw some of those little floating mechanical white silver looking bugs, which are called wings molds. And I said, I was making some joke about buzzsaws, these guys. And I was like, oh, now I'm hearing buzzsaws. You'll understand in a second. Oh, and Gigi, are you here? Gigi, let me know if you're still here. Because the thing that I said y'all need to remember, we're almost there. These guys, they don't really do anything. They just bow anytime we walk over here because we're like technically the king with the king's brand. We will wait, king. Die. And they just kind of explode. Okay, still here. Good deal. These guys can be used to farm soul. You can, dream nail them a bunch or whatever. But there we go. There's our hunter's mark for those things. All right, there's a lock we need to open. All right, the buzzsaws have begun. Ouch. It's been a while since I've been here. I don't actually remember a lot of it, so I'll be kind of reacting to it live. Okay. Oh, really? You've never seen any of this because you didn't get your dream nail awoken. Gotcha. Well, buckle up for when you do. Okay, nothing over here. No. Okay, right here. You're supposed to go down here. There are ways to kind of get around some of that stuff up there, but it's not really worth it. Just go the intended route. Watch out, lots of thorns everywhere. Whoop, almost dashed right off into nothingness. And remember, you can also pogo up things. But if you get too close, that happens, so be careful. One way to cheese a lot of this is using a charm that I actually haven't found yet in this playthrough because we haven't gone to the area. But there is a charm called Hive Blood, and that charm will continuously regenerate your health very, very slowly. So if you get low on health or something, you can just find a safe spot and just stand there, and you'll be fine. So a lot of people like to do that, especially for the major platforming challenge that we'll get to in a little bit. All right, there's a lever, which opens these doors, which means we can go hit this. Ta-da! Now we need to go do another one of those on the left side. Then these doors will open. Never even got that upgraded Abyss Shriek, so I got to do that. Been in that room, but no idea what to do there. Ah, yes. Okay, so that's where we started, was right there. Come down into the left, and you will enter the half for the lever. Going on a murderous rampage throughout the kingdom here. Because I can. There's a spot coming up pretty soon that I've always thought is like the hardest thing in the whole White Palace. And it's not the thing you're thinking of. Oh, no, dang, that wasn't it. Thought we were there. We're not. It's right here. I am so bad at this. There's a few things like this throughout the deal, but I'm just really bad at my spacing. Right here, I like to just crystal dash through. Boom. Okay, we made it. No hits. Boom. Pogo. Safe. Easy. Ah, I dashed right into it. Nipsey. Don't give out my secrets. Oh, I didn't even notice. Also, make sure you're topped off on health, not like I am right now. Because you may find some tricky spots and get stuck and then find yourself in a dangerous position. You don't want to do that. What maniac built this place? This palace, yeah. Exactly. Great question. We'll find out soon, but the king. Can't get up there. Actually never noticed that up there. All right. And now these doors are open and we can go up here. I think it's right here. Yes. Okay, so Gigi, remember the thing I told you to remember? The one wall that goes straight up over here, and then on the side, there's kind of like a nothing, and it curves up and then goes up. Well, I'm going to come right back here, okay? You got to get past, or you definitely go past those guys first. Go up here, follow where I'm going. There's a bench right over here. Grab this bench. Grab this bench. I cannot accentuate this enough. Grab this bench. If you have like make a charm build for survivability. So extra hearts, hive blood, if you have that already. But if you've been following my guide, you would not, because I haven't been there yet. But if you have hive blood, put hive blood on. Maybe fragile heart, any of the lifeblood ones, like anything that you can do. Not Joni's blessing though, because you can't heal with that. But grab this bench. Yes, you should grab this bench. Now we're going to go right back down where we just were. Ow, ow. Double ow. Because we are about to go to the secret platforming challenge area. And if you die, and sorry, but you will probably die, then you don't want to have to go through everything you've gone through already again. It is called the Path of Pain. And this is the area right here. You would never know there's something here, but if you hit right here a few times, you just hear the sound, but nothing even changes visually. Walk to the left. And this is the Path of Pain. This area has created many, many YouTube videos, people doing the Path of Pain and whatever. I'm going to show you how to beat the Path of Pain. It is very difficult. To witness secrets sealed, one must endure the harshest punishment, and you will. All right, go all the way over to the left before you start to grab soul. This thing is unlimited. You can hit it forever, and it'll never run out. Okay, so just follow me. And you get a beautiful soundtrack also. Good. It's a great start. I gotta go into focus mode. I did my jump way too late. That is your first checkpoint. Make sure you're healed up, top off on soul, all those things. I think I'm too low. Yep, too low. Music starts to swell and change. Okay, so here's a locked door. We have to go find the lever, which is up above us, but we have to go the long way to go get it. Oh, wow. That's not how that was supposed to happen. Oh, that was terrible. What? Okay, second checkpoint. Curious, what is your opinion on the Christ is King controversy? Never heard of it. Christ is King. If you ever ask me about current events, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to know what you're talking about. I never pay attention or follow anything. Don't do that. There's the lever. Let's see. Okay, long story short, some people have been anti-Semitic or something from what I hear, and their response is basically just Christ is King. Obviously Christ is King, but he isn't anti-Semitic. That's random. Okay. Yes, Christ is King. And people are doing that to harass Jews? Well, they should stop. Oh, I missed. Oh, waited just too long. Okay, right here, you're supposed to go all the way to the left, but there is a little soul thing here hidden behind this wall. Okay, this part is a little tricky. Here's what you have to do. Dash under, boom, 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 dash, jump, boom, boom, dash, boom, boom. That part can be a little tricky. It's harder than I made it look right there. This is the final stretch, and this is easily the hardest part, all because of the very end of it. Hello, you heard the ting? I did it. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Boom. Under. Yep. I touched it? Really? Okay. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, and that was the hardest part. I got past, and then I hit the thing. I got past the hard part, and then I died to nothing. Oh, I died. I burned my jump too early. Oh, I know. I love this part, Theta. I wish there was a way to just come here anytime and do this, but the only way to get here is go through the White Palace and be at that point of the story and whatever. I missed. Make sure you're topping up your health. It's very easy to just keep dying, keep trying this part, and not pay attention to your health, and then end up taking an unnecessary death here. Oh, stupid. Tried to jump too high because I thought I was not going to fall fast enough. Or I was going to fall too fast. Okay, come on, Doostyn. Stop it. What? Okay, I don't know what I just did right there. Yes, this is the same song as when the knight is climbing up from the abyss. And it's beautiful. And I love that it builds as you make it further into the path of pain. I was holding down. What? It's wild that on my first attempt I made it through into the hard part, and then now I'm struggling to just get through the normal part of this section. Okay, because this is the hard part. Boom, there we go. That's what you have to do. Then go through here and be ready, because now you get to fight multiple of these idiots. Use your D-Dark, use your spells, use everything. And, oh, oops. And don't get hit by the boomerang. And that's it. You beat it. And then all you get for all your trouble is a 2-second cutscene. Check it out. Boom. And right there, in that 2 seconds, the whole plan to save Hallownest fell apart. If you're like, what? What are you talking about? To be hollow means no mind, no will, no voice. We'll see that later on in the game. But no mind to think, no will to, I forget how it goes, no voice to cry suffering. And in that moment where the king turned and looked at the little vessel, that little vessel was the Hollow Knight, the boss that we fought yesterday, the final boss. And in that moment where they turn and look at each other, there was a bond that was formed. And that ruined the whole plan. He no longer is hollow because now he's building a bond. He has a thought, a will, a mind, a personality of, oh, my father loves me and cares for me or whatever. And because of that, now he is no longer truly hollow and therefore cannot contain this infection that still to this point in game we don't know what it is. I'll tell you whenever we get there. But yeah. So now we're back in just the normal part of the White Palace and we'll continue. But that is why I said grab that bench. Because that Path of Pain area is very, very tricky. Now, there are a few secrets that I will show you. No, not over here. That I will show you. We're almost there. I forget exactly how to get. I'll know it when I see it, but we're close. Kind of skipping a little bit of the thing. If you just follow the way I did, you'll skip a lot of the challenge. White Palace overall, it is tough. Yeah, it is. Now we need another, door opening thing, which there's the lever, so we got to go around to get that one. Because remember, you can pogo up things. Oh, this is the worst one. I'm so bad at this. Like, I can do Path of Pain, but this, it always kicks my butt. I look ahead, like, you can see on the floor where the ones are supposed to come out, and on the top it's kind of hard to see, but... And then I just try to find the safe spot. Falling down here is not so safe. You gotta time that too. Oh, nope. Bad timing. Let's heal up. Yeah, those up and down spikes, they're so tight. Do not give you much leniency. So here, it's a good place, going for soul or whatever, but make sure you're topped off on health. Okay. We're close to a secret. Oh, what? We gotta go up and over, but it's over on the right side. Okay, right here, I think. Is this how we get there? Oh, man, I don't remember. All right, I'm guessing here. Down here? Yes. Okay, follow that path that I just did. This is way off the beaten path. You're not supposed to come down here, but it's a secret area. If you come down here, you can find a really cool little area with some cool lore implication stuff. This area is known as the King's Workshop. Void. Yours is the power opposed, but yours is potential, eternity potential. Force that could deny time. Void. Harness shall be placed upon you. So, it's like the king and his workers and whatever are speaking to the void and telling the void how it will be used to serve the king and the kingdom. And over here, like you could see all those king's mold shells and these guys, I forget what they're called, but that we were fighting. I think these are king's mold and these are wings mold. Over here, we see like the harness or thing that they would put the void into and shape it into one of those enemies that we just fought. You can't interact with it, but you can dream nail it. And it says, I think it just says serve. Yeah. And you can come back out here and somehow we're way over on the left now where we just were, which is kind of strange. Hard to explain, but just follow the path I'm taking. One of these guys. Those are those King's Mold guys. So the void was put into those imprints and then armored. The music stops. And it starts to get a little darker and dreary and whatever. If you come, I think it's... Where is it? I'm trying to remember exactly where. It might be up here. There's two more secret areas. No, I must have passed it. Must have passed one of them. Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say, can I not go down? I know it's like right by here. Where is it? Oh, no, it's a down slam thing. I think it might be right here. Yeah. So if you saw on the ground before I smashed that, it kind of looked crumbly, but it wasn't shaking. So right here, if you down slam, you can find another room with a little nursery thing going. Hey, Hannah, and hey, Marina. This is known as the nursery, also as the White Lady's room. We have not met the White Lady yet in this run, but remember kind of that shape that's on that chair. We'll meet an interesting NPC that looks kind of like that. There's not anything, I don't think, that you can interact with in here, but it's just interesting. You hear this little lullaby thing. Some kind of basket-looking thing over here, a little bassinet thing for a baby, and a little music box. Gigi, you can do it. I believe in you. All right, now we're going to go up to the top, to the king's room, but there's one more secret. Now it's super dark in here, and you can see the void is seeping out of all of these king's mold guys, whatever. There's the king. Before we interact with the king, we're going to go over here, and this is a breakable wall, where we can see a little thing. It says, no blazing kin. Only one light shall shine against the dark. The worm becomes beacon. Minds expanded to yield, to devote. eternity in promise, and charge in progeny cursed. That will all make sense eventually, I promise. Is the king the guy who was watching the Colosseum? No, we don't know who that bug was. He's just some bug that I guess oversaw the fights, but died a long time ago, because it's just his corpse up there on that throne now. But this actually is the shell of the king. But he is long since dead. And now we can sit in his chair, because we're the king. Haha. And whenever we grab this, we'll be booted out of here. But this is the Pale Worm. This is the king of Hallownest. This is the guy who set all of these events in motion. And he is up here. He was hiding away. He took his palace into the dream world. And on his throne, he died at some point. And we pick up something he was holding, which is the white fragment. Once we pick that up, we will be booted out of the White Palace. Soul of worm, soul of root, heart of void. He is the worm part. W-Y-R-M, like dragon, like snake, like that kind of worm. And there we go. Now we're back here. So we need to find the other half of the other piece of the white fragment. And so I'll show you where you can find that. I think I have one of those charms. Now I'm confused. You might have the other half. So I'll show you where to get that. You get it from the white lady, who we just saw her imprint on that chair in the nursery. But you can see it will cost 5 charm notches to equip. It cannot be equipped in its current form, though. So for now, what's the quickest way, actually? Because we have not found the stag station of Queen's Gardens just yet. Mainly because I said we weren't going to explore it all yet. We could go... Queen Station is probably closest. Wait, we never got Shape of Own? What is wrong with me? We need to do that too at some point. Okay, for now, let's just go Queen Station. That's fine. We go there or Distant Village. That sounds about right, Marina. That's why I never even engage with that nonsense. I'm always reminded of the verse, answer a fool according to his folly. Okay. So we want to go through Fog Canyon. Oops. I was trying to pogo that, and it didn't work. Is it this way? Yes. Go under here. Back into everybody's favorite area, Queen's Gardens, which we're going to meet the Queen. So even with 2, or even with Pure Nail plus our Strength Charm, we still 2-shot those guys. Now we cannot go here yet because we have to pull a lever that is up there. So we're going to have to go around. But now we will be able to fully explore this area and fight a pretty fun boss. Okay. Okay, so let's go down, over. So they made it annoying. Yeah, Pretty much. That's a Bishriek, by the way. I think it's the first time I've done one. Hey, Abe. Good to see you. How you doing? I missed... Oh, yeah, here. Go up here. Stag station this way. Yay. But first, a gauntlet. Ta-da. Easy peasy. How'd you get the black stuff when you dash? So we did that just a little bit ago on this stream. That is something that you find in the abyss. So remember, this is a full like guided playthrough thing. So if you missed anything and you want to see it all and find all the details and stuff, this episode is part 5. So I'll have that uploaded soon. There's a grub. I think that's a grub I have failed to grab sometimes because he's not making any sound either. All right, we are close to the stag station, but also a very annoying room. So this room, let me show you this room, because this room is going to drive you crazy. Just do what I do. Do that a few times. Just trust me. Here sleeps the traitor's child. You're like, why in the world would I do that? Just trust me. Do that a few times. You want to get this down. I'll show you why. And for those of y'all who know and are watching, you know. And Gigi, you may know. You may have made it that far. But has something to do with a flower. Oh, yeah. These little guys. So these are like weaker versions of those things we fought in Coliseum 3? I think 3. This big guy... Oh, I thought he had a dream now. He does not. You did that room with the flower? Nice. Well done. Gonna have to go back through the plate. Yeah, that's why I'm making them. They're all on YouTube, so check them out. Any little secret or anything that you're looking for, I show everything in this playthrough. Okay, this is the room that I was thinking of yesterday when I said this room's kind of annoying. A lot of it is just because of like that. It's dark and you don't know everywhere that you can go. Went to the stag station, but I'm sure I'm missing a lot of stuff. Oh, probably. There's a lot here. Right here, we can see some really bright white root-looking things. And we can see, ooh, we want to go in there, but we can't get there from this side. But we did need to come over here to grab a grub. Now, the stag station, since we mentioned that, is kind of weird. And there's a dream warrior we're going to fight over here, too. Let's see, where exactly is it? Let's go through here first, maybe. Okay, well, let's do the Dream Warrior fight first. This is my least favorite one in the entire game. This is Marmu. Mainly because he burns all my lifeblood in Pantheon 5. Oh, the queen is coming. I've been waiting so long, and now she's almost here. I feel like I'm about to burst. I've kept it safe, this sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time, and soon the queen will return and teach me to fly. Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Sure. This is Marmu, and Marmu just bounces. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason to the bouncing. It will rubber band really hard sometimes, and sometimes it won't. Sometimes you can bounce it back, and sometimes it just goes straight through your nail. If you get him in a good position where he's right above you, and you get all 4 Abyss Shriek ticks, that will do a lot of damage. So that's pretty much how I do it. Just bounce him around and try not to take damage. You can use your D-Dark iframes, but that's about all you can do. Jess the Rest, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Oh, and my camera froze again. Wow, I'm not sure why it is overheating so much. I think it's just because we've had the heater on, but here, let me turn that off. Boom. So strange. Can't quite figure it out. But welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to today? How did it go? What were you talking about? All the things. If y'all are just coming in with Jess and I haven't got to meet you yet, hi, my name is PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your stay. So, Nug, it's actually the physical camera itself is shutting off. I think it's just getting hot because the heater's been on in this room. And my room gets very hot between the aquarium that it's right beside that is heated and the heater and the computers and stuff. It's just getting too hot. But yes, I am using that, but it's not like a software thing. It's just the physical camera itself is turning off. Working on 100% Skyrim on Steam. Oh, nice. Okay, good. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your dinner and your time with them. I fought that caterpillar-looking thing. I attacked it, kept it up in the air most part after learning the pattern by dying a few times. Nice. So the annoying thing about him is his attack pattern is random. It depends on your movement and how you hit him. So sometimes you can get him in a real good rhythm and just boom, it's a super clean, easy fight. And sometimes he just doesn't behave at all. It's just super annoying. Okay, he says, "Oh, stranger, you're strong, much stronger than me." Well, thank you, I guess. I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I've been fighting a long time, stranger. I'm very, very tired. The queen will be here soon, and I just need to sleep a little. Wake me when the queen arrives, stranger. Perhaps the queen will teach us both to fly, stranger. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Hey, Ezekiel. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if you're wanting to get into this game, hope this guide can be helpful for you. I'm showing all the secrets, all the things, all the whatever. So after Marmu, if you come over here to the right, you'll fall through into the stag station. Toll machine with a symbol of a stag. Yes. Pretty cool. So this is part 5 of that guided walkthrough. So I call it my 112% plus walkthrough because I'm showing all of the all the stuff for 112% completion, but also all the secrets, all the extra things that you don't need to do, but just they're here. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad you did, Ezekiel. Jess is going to love it. It's such a good game. But this switch will open the door from the other side into the stag station. Now, whenever we talk to the last stag, he's going to tell us something really cool. He says, "Little one, I found it, the stag nest where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty binds me to travel only where I'm called, but if you wish to see it yourself, I could take you there. None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give me the word and we'll go there at once." So he says this once you have found all the other stag stations in the game. And this was our last one to unlock. So now we have a new one that we can go to that we can't get to by normal means until he unlocks it for us. This is the stag nest. So we're going to go there and I'll show you that. And then we'll come back to Queen's Gardens because we need to go find the queen, the white lady. All right, so we are at his home. What? Why is he talking about the tram? Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind come with me. What about the little shortcut in the floor that was locked? Where was that? The shortcut that got us into the tram? That was after Marmu? I'll go back and I'll show you. But the hole is up here on the tram station in Queen's Gardens. Now the bell is broken here. You can see there's a bunch of dead stags. And in here is our final vessel fragment. Voila. We have completed all vessel fragments for the game. But look at all these dead stags. Right here we see this big lift that it's not operational, but it would have been used to take the stags up to the top. But for smaller creatures like us, we can take this little one. Go over here to the left. An empty eggshell. And that would have been where one of the stags would have been born. You can see lots of little eggshells. Now go out the door. Oh, the shortcut into Queen's Garden. It was locked and you had to take the long way around. Oh boy. I don't know. There's a few things like that. So we're back in Howling Cliffs, but now we're up above where we fought Gorb. Gorb and all that stuff is down there. So if you jump off of here, you'll end up back down there. So I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to take the stag back to Queen's Gardens. Yeah, sorry, I just don't remember, GG, exactly where you're talking about, but you should be able to find it in the videos. What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once. Stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining, the last stag. But being in the nest again, there's something in the air. A smell or a warmth or a presence, perhaps. Could it be other stags have made their way out into the wider world? Yes, I'll hold on to that hope. Notice his name just a moment ago. You can see because my camera's not in the way. It said Last Stag, but now his name has changed back to Old Stag. Yes, his name has changed to Old Stag. Yes, I'll hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive, still out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I could never abandon the stagways. Not as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have important work to do. I'll be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. I love that little detail of he's been the last stag, but now that he has hope that there are others out there, his name changes to the Old Stag. Okay, so let's go out the right door this time, the door that we opened with this little thing. Actually, you know what? I need to look in this room a little more up here because this room is kind of big and sprawling and confusing. And I don't remember if there's anything over here, something that you might want to see. So let me explore for a moment. There's Marmu. We didn't go over to the left side at all. 3 ticks of a Vishriek will kill those. Okay, no. Looks like that's about it, so. Okay. And now we're back here. So we'll go back up. There's that room again that we'll need for the flower later that I told you to practice that little movement. You'll be glad that you did, if you do. Here is that thing that we We were down below here, and I said we'll have to go around because that is locked. Well, now we can open it. All right, now. Oh, that was it? That's what you were talking about? Oh. Okay, yeah. So that's a little shortcut like inside Queen's Gardens. So I was confused when you said shortcut to Queen's Gardens because I was like, there's a few ways to get here early, but I don't know which one I showed Gigi. Okay, so right here, you just need to do some little parkour, but you need to come here with the upgrades that we have, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to go much further. Over here to the left. Oh, that leads to it. So this is what I was thinking of. You need the Shade Cloak to be able to get past this, which will lead to a boss fight that we'll do here in just a moment. But first, let's go up here. And right here, it looks like, oh, okay, well, I guess we got to go to the right. But you can actually go out the left side of that, too. We'll go right back and do that in just a moment. But first, here's a Whispering Root and a shortcut from a long time ago. Remember, we were able to get right down there. But I said, oh, we can't break this from that side. Well, now we can break it. And now this little shortcut is open. Let's see, left path took me so long. Oh, really? You mean out that window? Well, I'm gonna show it to you in just a moment. Oh, we missed one or two or something. Yep. There we go. No, it's not it. I wonder if there's some up above in that little shortcut area. Oh, we never even went up there. And yes, there are some up there. Well, let's go get it. Oh, but I did come up here. I guess I just grabbed the vessel thing, but never went all the way. Well, there we go. See what it says, then I'll try and turn my camera back on. Greenkin lost, paths overgrown, dream forgotten. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, so back here, you can see that this glass is kind of cracked, and that means that you can break it. All right, so what you want to do is kill that guy. Come over here. And our reward is going to be a grub. Ta-da! So you got to be kind of careful with some of these. Like, you'll crystal heart over, and then you'll end up right by some thorns, you know? So whenever you get there, I just kind of mash the jump button real quick, just to make sure I get that jump off as quickly as possible. All right, but now we're going to go through that little black void pillar thing and go fight a boss. Bouncing on bugs is not my finest moments. So because of that little void thing, that's the specific reason why I didn't come to Queen's Gardens earlier. And boom, it's our buddy, Cloth. Ha-ha! Hey, Cloth. She's gonna help us take out the rest of these idiots. Although she's not been much help yet. All right, here comes the boss. And you can start with an Abyss Shriek. All right, here's how I like to fight this guy, is I just kind of stand still. I dash through. He'll do some of these movements that will take up the whole screen. Oops. So you have to dash through those. Oops. And Cloth will get the final hit. This all depends on if you've followed Cloth's journey, which if you followed my guide, then you have. But if not, you'll just fight the enemy on your own. And Cloth goes down. She got impaled and did her final hit. Now we can't interact with her just yet, but go over here to the left. And I don't think there's anything up here. No. So go over to the left. And you want to kill that bug for your Hunter's Journal. There are a few more in Green Path. This is the final one of the 5 great knights that we met earlier, or that we heard about earlier, and that I showed you the poop statues from Dung Defender. This one's job was to protect the White Lady from outsiders, and we can see they did a great job. There's a bunch of dead mantises in front of them. No, that is not an early stage fight at all. That's a pretty tough fight, especially with the double damage. And this is the White Lady, or the Queen. And you see how she's all kind of sprawling. She's root. She's made of, she is a root creature. She's also a pale being, a higher being. And her imprint or whatever was on that chair that we found back in that secret room in the White Palace. So let's talk to her.
Yeah.
Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid, or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? Hey, Biddy. Good to see you. How are you? It is true. True that you were awaited. No, perhaps that isn't accurate. True, one like you was awaited. I have a gift held long for one of your kind. Half of a whole. When united, great power is granted. And on the path ahead, great power it will need. And this is where we get the other half of what was the white fragment. We get the second one, which will be a new charm called the King's Soul. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing? How's life? Reminded me of nerves. Yeah, they do look a lot like nerves. Now, the White Lady has a lot of dialogue, and there's a lot of little things you can do to kind of influence it. And depending on what charms you have on, she can say some different things, which is really interesting. It faced the gendered child. The gendered child is Hornet, because out of all the children, of which we are one, we are not gendered. They're just constructs full of void. But the gendered child is, she does have a gender. She's, remember, the daughter of Hera the Beast and the White King, or the Pale King. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother, though the two were permitted little time together. I never begrudged the worm's dalliance as bargain. Remember, that's what I was telling you, the story about how she was born and all that. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only 2 obvious outcomes there are from such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course, regression. All minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable and would seek your aid in its occurrence, replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled. I showed you the idea instilled. That was in that 2-second cutscene after the Path of Pain. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing inside. Remember that phrase, that thing. I'll show you that thing at the end. I'll offer fair warning. The vessel may itself be weak, but it is much empowered by that force or that thing within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. Prepare yourself well before attempting the task. So it bears our once fractured soul now complete. Such strength, such resolve, such dedication. Is it more than simply a vessel? I almost feel like I'm once again in the presence of my beloved worm. The Lord vessel, it's a crossover. Oh, nice, Biddy. Sometimes it's good to take a little break, isn't it? The king's soul. What is at the heart of it, I wonder? If its curiosity wills it, it should seek out that place where it was born, where it died, where it began. So that's kind of a hint that what we need to do to continue on in the story is we need to equip the king's soul and go back to the abyss, the place that we were born. Okay, they're starting to repeat. Or she's starting to repeat. Now you can, as I said, come talk to her with some different charms equipped, and her dialogue will change. One fun interaction that you can do is if you put on the Defender's Crest, this one right here, which remember we got from the Dung Defender. Her eyesight, I guess, is not very good anymore, and she will think, based on the smell, that we are the Dung Defender. Olgrim, I think is his name. And she'll refer to us as such, which is kind of fun. But yeah, there's some interesting little things, dialogue changes that you can see with her. But you learn a lot from her if you'll pay attention to her dialogue. Okay, and so now that we have acquired the king's soul, if we walk back through here, we'll see Cloth, and now she's a ghost. Well, now that was something. A true battle of mighty warriors. So intense, so climactic. It's really everything I could have ever hoped for. Thanks for all your help, my friend. For a tiny bug, you set a valiant example. We'll meet again, I'm sure of it. Well, for now, go into the dream now. 2,500. We are over the required limit, and we still have not even found all of the essence, essence in the game. There's still more essence to be found, because we still have another dream warrior to go fight, the hardest and most annoying of them all. But that'll have to be for next time, because I'm looking at the clock and I'm about out of time. All right, so let's go grab the bench, and then we'll save and we'll be done for today. Boom. There we are. And obviously we'll have to unequip a lot of these. This king soul that we got, I'll read what it says because we will not have this one for much longer. It says, holy charm symbolizing a union between higher beings. The bearer will slowly absorb the limitless soul contained within. Opens the way to a birthplace. So this cost 5 charm notches, and it slowly regenerates soul just by itself, which kind of sounds useful, but only if you're like in Path of Pain or something, but you wouldn't even have this in the Path of Pain. Like, it's just, I can't think of a use case for this. And 5 charm notches is just absurd. But we will have to equip it to open the way to a birthplace. So again, I'll show you that. We'll get an upgrade down there. We'll also get an arcane egg, and that's about it. Outside of that, we don't have much more in the way of charms. This one we'll get whenever we find all the grubs, which we should be getting pretty close to. There's a few more that I can think of that we haven't found yet, but this is one we'll get in that place where I said we need a certain amount of lifeblood hearts in the abyss. We'll get this one. And then this one we get down in a place in Deepness we couldn't get before. I don't remember what's around here. I'll have to find out. Oh. No, we did get that. Okay. I don't know. What is my full-on damage build? So I don't have all the charm notches to show you yet, but it's there's a couple of versions that I do. One is, I'll overcharm to show you. One is this. So it's Steady Body, Fragile Strength, Grub Song, Quick Slash, and Mark of Pride, which you won't be overcharmed whenever you have all the charm notches. I'm missing one. That we get that with the Grim Troop stuff. So that's one variation. Another is, instead of Grub Song, I'll do Nailmaster's Glory and like Mark of Pride. Sometimes, though, I just want to really destroy everything, and so I'll do Shaman Stone. With Shaman Stone, so actually, usually it's usually either Grub Song and Shaman Stone, or Nailmaster's Glory and Mark of Pride. So Mark of Pride doesn't obviously doesn't do more damage or anything, but it just gives me more range. So this is more of a nail-centric build, whereas Grub Song and Shaman Stone is more of a balanced build. So we're still doing a lot of heavy nail damage, but we can also do a lot with spells. So this is like the most balanced one, and one that I prefer. Although it's not the one I usually use, honestly. I usually use the other, but this one's better. This one's better. So that's it. Okay, let me put things back. I don't even remember what I had on. Oh yeah, I had that and compass. Okay, so that's going to do it for today. So that was part 5. And let's see what our completion is. We are at 96%. But again, we're not even close to done. We still have a lot to do. We need to go get 2 more mask shards. One of them is the flower. The other, I can't recall off the top of my head. I'll figure it out. So that'll be another percentage point. There's 4 percentage points we'll get in the DLC here. We'll get some from the Grim Troop stuff. We'll do one from the final words from the Seers. Oh, Enoch's coming in just as we're ending. Okay, that's okay. Perfect. All right, so we'll do all that tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. And if you missed anything, you can check this video or the previous ones. And I'll be live again tomorrow with part 6. But until I see you again, YouTube, know that God loves you, and so do I. Bye.